Alrighty. So it is Tuesday and right there, that's where I parked and did that canyon. And so I am pretty much tired of creek walking. And so I brought the coyotes. Hey, bunny. Hey, bunny. So I brought Jip and Honey. And we are going to film. It ain't that far. It's only, I don't know, maybe a mile. And then the next adventure goes up that, down, out here to the edge, back around, and then I got some knife edge that I am going to have to check out. But I read the sign. I'll show you the sign when we get down there. 1,200 feet of elevation from the trailhead to the river. And so that ain't too shabby. I don't know if the tops of the sand lawns will show up or not. But anyhow, I really hope that the contrast in all the colors shows up. I'm kind of thinking, I came out here earlier because I was hoping to not get a bunch of heat waves. It hit 80, 88, 89, something like that today. Get back here, Goofy. Anyhow, right over in the bottom of that saddle, that's where we're parked. And I don't know if the trail coming across that side hill will show up or not, but that'll take you down to the river. And there were 4 pickups here, and ever since we've been invaded by California, our fish numbers, size are all dropping. It's almost like they left the city, figured out how to catch a fish, and now they want every single one of them. So they're trying to fish it out. It used to be we wanted, maybe 2. And that was, maybe 4, 5, 6 times a year. You take 12 fish out of the river in a year to eat, you're not doing a hell of a lot of damage. But when you come out with 4, 6, 8, and say each one of those pickups has 2 people, and so you have 8 people down there, and each one of them catches and keeps 4 fish. That's 32. So it don't take too long to wipe out a fishery. And this river, I always thought it was the best fishing in the state. I know this canyon sure is pretty awesome. Look at all the different colors. Now, I'm going to get to video from Ute Trail down. Like all of those big granite cliff faces, all of that. That's all on private property. So I will get to video it from a distance, but I cannot, I can't hike it. Oh, dropped a pole. Ooh, I wish that wind would have kept going. You guys are glad it didn't, because, well, that is less blowing out your eardrums. But when I was coming up here, oh, there's a breeze. It was a little breezy. And that felt kind of good. Man, hell of a sight. All right, I'm going to get around this and I'll be back in a minute. Man, Jippy, get the hell out of there. I don't know, this is kind of hard to really put into perspective. The shadows take away the contrast, but oh hell, I think earlier today it was hot. So that really ain't an option, but I don't know. I just know that I have not seen the lower 13 miles of the Black Canyon. And I thought, oh hell, that's where I fish and everything like that. So I thought, hell, I'm going to do it. I know every time any of my friends come out here, I always take them over to the park, and then we go into the park, and I think my buddy and his wife from Virginia, they like this canyon as much or more than Yellowstone. But let's see here. So here we are looking at the cliffs, and be a hell of a drop off. All depends on where you fell. At the very least, you're gonna wish it killed you. At the very most, it did. And today is not a good day to die. Maybe tomorrow. Nah. Really can't control shit like that. I guess some people get pissy if you even joke like that, so probably shouldn't, but a lot of people that have known me forever are like, yep, that's just the way he is. Smart ass. Whoa. Look at that switchback. Huh. That ain't natural. I wonder how you get to that. I don't know if see this line comes up, goes up, comes back, goes kind of on that little flat, and then it cuts back. Huh. Huh, 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 huh. That would be cool to investigate. But what do you think, Jip? Huh? Kinda wish we'd see the desert bighorn sheep. But I don't see any movement. None. I thought maybe them guys down there fishing would be coming out and get to watch them huffing and puffing and panting and tongues hanging down to their knees. Going, I don't know if I want to do this ever again. But huh. I don't know. I love it. I know one thing. That next part might be waiting for after hunting season. In July, I kind of want to head over to the San Juans and spend a little time in there and see what I can find over there. Until then, pretty much study maps. Hey, there's the pickups. So, that's a pretty good elevation drop. And we're not done dropping. I'll put the little chart that shows elevation gain, drop, all of that. But What are you doing, dog? Huh? Man. What a sight. All right. Well, right down here's where we're parked. So, we're going to not bad. Now, the bottom 8 miles I have done. And so I am pretty content with how that worked out. What I think I'm going to do is, if we get a couple of days where we get a break in the heat, I might have said that wrong. Now, from here to the power lines is 8 miles. And when they show this on maps, they're saying the trail is 13, but I'm not walking on the trail per se. We're pretty much following the rim, which is up, down, all around, and then go from there. All right, so I don't know if I showed the little parking lot or not, and you can see the roofs of the pickups. So anyway, this is from the power lines to Ute Trail. And so this section is good to go. And from Chucker Trail to Ute Trail will be the next mission. And I got to figure out how I want to do it. Do I want to overnight it? Do I want to get dropped off and picked up? Or what? But anyhow, I'll figure that out later. Anyhow, one last look. Mountaintops, mountains way back there, mountains everywhere. All right, thanks for watching. Later. All right. There they are. Those rooftops, that's where I just came from. And the next section will be go up, drop down, follow the rim around, and I'm not too sure. Farther up here, a couple of those kind of look like knife edge, which really ain't a big deal. But the next day use area like this is 4 miles. So that one, from that's called Duncan Trail. And then there's bobcat and then chucker. And so it's chucker to bobcat's 4, bobcat to Duncan is 4, Duncan to Ute is 4. So I got 12 more miles, but I got 8 of it done. And so we'll see how it pans out. I would like to do it all in one shot. The only thing that well, I could split the video up and then I could do highlights of the whole thing and maybe start that Patreon account for stuff kind of like this. But I don't even know if I want to mess around with the Patreon. There is the San Juans. Hell of a sight. Right back behind him, boom. That is where, oh, Jim got lost when he was hunting. Alright, anyhow, that is where we're at here. Alright, later.